Hello, troopers and grinders. Today I'm going to be discussing a more serious topic compared to the usual sports and coverage that I would normally show on this channel. But this time it's not just me, it's a lot of people in this community. There have been accusations of, oh, MMA's dry for this week, and therefore you had to find anything that's even close to MMA or pro wrestling to cover because that you were that desperate for views and that desperate for influence that you had to cover a random incident with Raja Jackson and this Stuart Smith fella, because if there was UFC or other stuff this weekend, then you would have just covered that. You wouldn't be covering this situation. I'm sorry, I got news for those deluded people. We would have covered this if there was a fucking super card. There was a super event going on from the UFC. If there was a big show from every single promotion, boxing, MMA, wrestling, doesn't matter. Guess what? We'd be covering the situation regardless because it's that shocking and ridiculous. And the responses to this situation have been absolutely even worse, in my opinion. Even worse, like the worst of fucking humanity on display in the reactions of some of these people to what has occurred just a few days ago. And so I felt like I had to make this because I want to call it out. I want to call out either the idiocy, the corruption, people who should just not be in this business anymore. Some people don't deserve to have a public voice on social media about anything, honestly. The best days are behind them. Their brains have shut down. They have no unique opinions. Or if they do have unique opinions, they're the wrong ones. And I don't know. I think I need to share the accounts and the words of some of these people who have been making the rounds, just making ludicrous statements about this situation, about a subject that they see with their own eyes, that's literally had hours of footage. And they come up with stuff like this. It just sickens me, and I have to show you guys this so that you'll all be warned never to follow these people again or listen to their opinions ever again, because at this point they're bankrupt, they're gone, they're over the hill. You can't trust them anymore. Let's fucking go. Yo, let me in to talk about this incident. I have survived the war zone for now. Well, you've just entered it, my friend. You have entered the war zone. You haven't survived it. You're just in the thick of it, soldier. I just had you drafted. You're putting on your helmet and grabbing your rifle, bro. Hop in. On to talk about this incident. Not right now, Sean Moody. I'll let people in after I've basically showed everything. Leandro is here. Hello, Leandro. Good to see you. It's nice to see Leandro in the chat. Sup, Hank? Hello, Andrew. Yes, I'm doing very well. I don't know if I'm doing well, honestly. I spent a lot of time on this, and it's a very serious subject, and honestly, I'm just disgusted. In terms of my own personal life, I think I'm doing all right, but in terms of the state of the world, at least the MMA and wrestling worlds and the people who inhabit it and give commentary on it, I'm sort of fucking furious. So I wanna talk about this shit. Yo, Sean Moody, Leprechaun Sean Moody, brother. Yee. I have the perfect response to this. Okay, Sean, let's not make this all about yourself, please. Sorry. Can we not make this about yourself, Sean Moody? Until maybe after the heart of my stream is over. Hey yo, hello. Tell me if I should smash or pass Vinny. If you're into women, I don't know if you should smash them. I just sent you a picture, Sniff. Are you sure it's snatch and sniff? Yikes. Whap, whap, whap. Sniff and grab. You grab him by the pussy, and we like that. Your Gilly impression last night was hilarious. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, I can pull stuff like that out of my ass. I've done his impression so many times that I can make it a regular thing at this point. I'm still laughing. Thank you. It's not Rajasthan is a dumb shit. Rajasthan is a dumb shit. Yeah, clearly. Sean always smash, bro, and Raw too. But wow, I see. Vinny, you perv. I was the Gerber baby. 4 years they used my picture. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, enough of the fun stuff. All right, we're getting serious now. I want to The first person, if you can even call it that, I'd say people I want to discuss is, first of all, Rampage Jackson and his statements and not post-mortem, thank God, because Stuart Smith made a recovery, and I'll get into that as well. But post-incident comments, either a legal statement or just his general comments while he's out in a fucking bowling alley with some broads, making random comments. I want to get into that because Rampage is not approaching this the right way, as far as I'm concerned. I think that he's projecting. He sees that he fucked up in many ways, but he doesn't want to admit guilt for it. He just wants to project his anger over on the situation at people who comment on it and people who see it for what it is. And that includes MMA Guru. That includes anybody on Twitter who's saying that Roger Jackson's a fucking piece of shit, brain dead, like idiot individual with no self-control who should be sentenced. If you guys think that based on seeing him throwing 20 punches at a dude while he's unconscious, then you're a monster, guys. You guys are racist. You guys are just you guys think that someone who's like Raja is indicative of all people of his skin color and his culture and his community. That's got to be it, guys, right? But first, I want to just show some attempts from Rampage to defend his son right out the gate. The wording of this is ridiculous. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I have been confirmed that the wrestler is awake and stable. This happened before there was confirmation. Like, this happened immediately, like a couple hours after it happened. Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's awake. He's stable. Trust me, guys. And then literally a day later, okay, it turned out that Stu had 2 heart attacks back-to-back and flatlined twice and he was pulling through. He's hanging in there by a thread. But he's finally awake. Literally, I got that news like a day ago. And Rampage Jackson is saying this right after the incident takes place. Okay, buddy. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. And he hit in the side of the head. Like it's a punch. This guy took an empty can with nothing in it, no beer. And he saw a camera in front of him. Psycho Stu, because Raja Jackson is such a fucking idiot with nothing original to say that he'll just bring a camera man along with him to a wrestling event to just film something because a friend said, hey, just come to the wrestling show. Terrible indie garbage promotion. Literally, you could have gone to a WWE event, even an AEW event, but instead you chose to go to a regional trash heap with really untalented wrestlers and ones who will never make the big time, who are just a bunch of marks. But yeah, that'll make for good content, right? Yeah, I mean, it's nearby. So they're going around backstage, can't even just go into the event. They have to go around backstage to talk to the wrestlers. I don't know if Raj even knew what a wrestler was, knew what professional wrestling was when he got to the backstage area, but he knew pretty quickly. I say shout out to Psycho Stu because, I mean, I get the wrestling business has sort of been exposed already, but the rules are you keep kayfabe, and the rules that are you make sure, especially on the lower scene, you make sure that it feels like it's a real thing and that it's a real thing. Ariel, there was a real tension in the room, and you saw someone with a camera coming backstage. Ridiculous that a camera was even brought backstage to undermine kayfabe. I'll let that slip though. But the cameraman comes in, and then Psycho Stu improvises because he thinks, this guy's in on it. If he's got a camera around, and maybe he's like I Show Speed, and he's going around, starting little things with the wrestlers, and then I hit him with a beer can. Oh, he sells it. Oh my God! And then we get some clicks. That's what he's thinking. It's just ridiculous to bring a camera into a backstage area at a wrestling event. Cameraman should have known better. Raja's friend should have known better. You just don't do that. It's like the worst thing you can do. There have been reporters and journalists who've been slapped and not lost hearing. I don't care what that piece of shit journalist had to say, but they're journalists that have gotten hurt for engaging with backstage stuff and just it's all fake, and So Roger Jackson was completely disrespectful. And Psycho Stu was like, "Oh yeah, you getting up my face? You don't respect me? Yeah, no, I don't respect you." And Roger's completely going along with it, straight faced. I'll let me read some comments actually. Well, I got the time. Sorry, guys. Raja has a bad faja. I see. What's a faja? Joey in the thumbnail. Yeah, I mean he deserves to be. He's a piece of shit, and he just says things to get headlines. He makes out of the blue statements and niche statements that nobody else is saying, outsider statements, and he's like, "Oh, I'm right 100% of the time." Well, we're gonna get into that too. Sayan Prajite. I see. Saying pride. He knows wrestling is a work. What about that? Oh boy, I'm not talking about that one, Sean Moody. I am not a fan of military grade weapons being in the hands of citizens, but I won't get into that. Did you know Rampage beat an amateur fighter unconscious outside of a gym? The TRT club, man, they are all animals. Yikes. Yeah. Get the syringes and the drugs out of their hands. Make sure to like the stream, by the way, guys. It's going to go a little while. So I'm trying to get as many people in here to learn this as possible. It's not black, surely. Ask Sniff. Yeah. Just look at how he's turned out. A very civilized gentleman. Pretty sure Rampage is a licensed doctor and made the correct diagnosis on Stu. Yeah, he is. He was there. He took it. He took his pulse. Sean Moody. It's not. That's not BC. It's a disgrace to mankind. Wow. PhD Rampage Esquire. Had Stu not hit that beer can, who knows what the outcome would be? Yeah, if he hadn't, I think Raja just would have sat around and been an idiot and provided no commentary and just been a boring piece of shit. But honestly, Big Boris, with how emotionally unstable he seems, I really do think I think something would have gone wrong. Like Vinny says, Rampage knocked out his sparring partner in the gym. Like, I think eventually we'd have a story of Raja doing the same thing at a gym. I bet you. I bet you. Because he just from the video footage, he seems emotionally unstable, unwilling to control his own emotions and actions. Just has no restraint whatsoever. So I think if he didn't do it to Psycho Stu, he probably would have done it to someone else. Is she who's kayfabe? Is she single? Kayfabe is basically like the curtain separating the stage from backstage. Like in terms of a play and actors, you keep this curtain up so people don't know that there's a bunch of people putting on their costumes and pretending to be the characters and reading their lines and preparing for the show. Basically, wrestling for decades, if not a century, was thought to be real. Like the fans legitimately thought that wrestlers hated each other and beat each other up, and that it was a legitimate sporting contest. That it was just another sport, and it's like Oz behind the curtain. Kayfabe is put up to ensure that fans still think that the wrestling business is real. And they honestly got away with it for longer than they should have. The 80s came along and most people still thought it was real. So, kayfabe was very important to wrestling for a long time. It was a big part of attracting business. And now that it's dead, it's been dead since the 90s. Well, I wouldn't say it's completely dead because some companies like the WWE have found ways to, and even some wrestlers in AEW have found a way to still make people think that the wrestlers feel real life certain things about certain situations, like through promos and through filming backstage stuff, sort of like they're doing here. They're trying to keep the illusion that what is going on is not just workers trying to work an angle, as the Marks put it. It's not a story being told. The wool is not being put over your eyes. Everything that's happening in front of you is real. That's basically. It's just the same as like TV and movies. It's keeping the fiction, understandable. If Stu dies, then he can't testify. The murderer walks away. Pray Stewart never wakes up. or never wakes up, or is brain damage. I think he's woken up. He has woken up, so he's stable. Joey copied my anti-Islam takes. I taught him about it. Interesting. I bet you it was Corona or Modelo. Did you think Stu got to meet Hulk Hogan in the 5 seconds he flatlined? I don't really believe in heaven, so I can't say anything on that. You think Stu got to meet Hulk Hogan in hell? Now, see, that's a more likely option. Actually, no, Psycho Stu wouldn't go to hell. The guy's a veteran and a good guy, and most people appreciate him, except that little fucking piece of shit Samoan in the cowboy hat. Honestly, all the fucking people who ran this dog and pony show and the event, they can go to hell. Almost everybody except for Stu and Doug should go to fucking hell for this situation. Honestly, I also think it's the fault of the wrestler in promotion instigating Raja to go in the ring. Yeah, but at the same time, he fully planned to attack Stu until someone pulled him off. I really don't think Raja legit thought in his mind, oh yeah, they're letting me kill this man. They're just letting me kill him. Clearly not. No sane individual would think that. Hi, hello, Kobe. AJ Minnick, cowboy dude, told him to get a receipt, and he would go on if something went wrong. He would go in if something went wrong. Yeah, but that's not the equivalent of 20, 30 answered shots. They didn't tell him specifically to do that. Thoughts on Russia striking Kiev, Ukraine like 3 or 5 hours ago? I'm not surprised. It's like crack to them. It's their addiction. They just love attacking that one city because they're insecure about them losing the war. Colby Covington's entire persona is kayfabe. Yeah, and so is that guy. What's his name? Josh Hokett. Just fucking fat Colby Covington is pulling off the exact same, pulling the wool over our eyes the exact same way, exact same gimmick, getting people mad over stuff he doesn't even believe. He's just trying to get a rise out of people, basically. Did you see someone pin Stu after he got beat to death? Not to death. He didn't die. It's close to death. And the ref did a 3 count. I know. The ref was fucking evil. How the fuck do you let that happen? You know those are real shots. He threw 20 at a time. His head is bouncing around. The ref should be, honestly, considered just as culpable as anybody else. I think there needs to be a lawsuit against Raja and the promotion at the same time. Maybe two civil suits. Fuck them both. And I'll get into why the promotion needs to be sued to death as well. I will get into that. The promoter said on camera, "You can go in the cage and F that motherfucker up." Quoting. Yeah, the cage. Yeah, it's, oh my God. So stupid. Raja's walking free if I'm his attorney, bro. Yeah, but he also said what he was going to do to the chat. And I think there's proof that he got riled up by his live chat as well. So I don't know. I think it's multiple influences here. What is the current condition of the Raja controversy? I don't know. I wish he was in jail. I wish he was being arrested or detained and put before a judge, but it hasn't happened yet for some reason. The LAPD is investigating. The wrestlers are keeping quiet, guys. They're keeping quiet, and I'm going to get into that too. That makes me lose hope in humanity, honestly. We will get into that. Psycho Stewart is alive, but the promotion is trying their best to cover this up. That promotion is done anyways. WWE already removed from their social media. Yeah. So, I mean, Psycho Stu might as well. Well. You see, he wouldn't be afraid of ruining the company he worked for because they're shutting down anyway. Just file a suit against Raja. Watch Stu's nose in slow motion. Raja was specifically aiming for the jaw and the nose. Yeah. He was going for, the kill. WWE is getting a lawsuit for sure. I don't know if the WWE is not associated with it. It's the Mud Show promotion that did it. I stand with Raja. along with the other cretins. And let's actually, you know what? Let's get into them. Hold on. Let me hide this. There we go. Scroll down. Here's one. Free Raja ain't no one's. See, look at this. Here's some free Raja. I bet this is Haunter right here. Free Raja ain't no one smash a can on my head and think it's okay. I'll kill that man. Would have been back with my 9 in 2 minutes. Yeah, and you would have gotten arrested, you dumb fuck. Crazy. Yeah. No one can attack me with the fake prop. I'll murder them. It's rational. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all, and yet I will defend him. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical. See, he was out of his head, guys. He didn't know where he was. He was not a sane, rational human being. He was completely unaware of his environment, guys. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. I'm so concerned about my son's health, who wasn't punched in the face 30 times after he was already knocked out. It's the same thing. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on behalf and the Kick for the situation. Clearly it wasn't enough because Raja Jackson was kicked off of Kick, literally kicked by Kick immediately after this. And honestly, the way that Rampage has been deflecting and pretending like everybody's just being racist here, kick him off of Kick too. Why not? This dude is condoning monstrous behavior here. Nate the Train Wrestling would make me watch every catalog they released or whatever it's called. A catalog. I don't know what that is. But what are we talking about? Pay-per-view? WWE's getting a lawsuit for sure. Yeah, but Rikishi wasn't there at the time that it happened, so he's not really at fault. He wasn't there, and then WWE. I mean, just because you're associated with one company, I mean, they probably have a million companies that they keep in contact with. There's no way it's going up to WWE. They didn't hold the event. It was Rikishi's promotion. I'm messaging Rampage telling him I can let it get his boy off. No, I forbid you from even trying. Seriously. WWE should give Stu a contract so that he can make some more money. Yeah, I'd probably do that under the table too. Yeah, he deserves it. I don't even know how good a wrestler he is though. So honestly, I'm not. You can't be giving people free rides just because of situations. But I mean, cutting him a fat check wouldn't hurt. Raja lives matter. No, his life is fucked, and I hope it is. I hope it stays that way. Raja sounds like an Aladdin character. Yeah, it sounds like the mustache twirling, fucking little goatee twirling guy who wants to take over the palace. Kishi's the owner. Yeah, but he wasn't there at the time. There's no footage of him. He wasn't there. It's like, Rick Rubin getting sued for whatever Jim Cornette's promotion was booking. W's logo is on the building. Probably on a lot of buildings. WWE is affiliated with the promotion, so they do have ties, but they wouldn't be sued directly for it. The ones who held the event would, you would think. P5 Stoom. Yeah, that's mean. Well, I don't know why Vinny is defending this shit. It's honestly getting sort of ridiculous. Like, he's told me that Raj is a piece of shit. I don't know why he's like pretending he's not in here. Rampage is the real reason for this consequences. Yeah, but he's not gonna get sued for this. His son will though. He is at fault for sort of raising a monster, but he did say that I saved up college money for my Asian children and bail money for the other children. So could have been fucked from the start. Let's be real. Volk got knocked out and didn't nearly kill someone. What about Usman, Uberim? What are we talking about here? Rampage could talk to Dana, TKO, etc. Maybe. Khabib tried to attempt and murder Dylan Danis. I mean, there's a difference between battery and attempted murder. He didn't like get his hands around his throat, or did he? I thought he just threw hands. Thoughts on Ryzen announcing they want to sign Raja? Fucking joke of a promotion. Fucking clown. Yeah, clown gives Clown Show Live a better name, compared to them. Oh, Hank, please let me represent Raja in court. No, fuck you. I'm not going to be your fucking friend if you do. Fuck you. Hunter got annihilated yesterday. Yeah, no surprise there. His guy's completely lost his reputation on Clown Show. Raja sounds like a prayer carpet Aladdin rides. Yeah, he sounds like a parrot. I want to see Raja get an immediate title shot versus Tom Aspinall. Aspinall would be the one taking him down. Hello, SSB 28. How's it going? When's the skull-shaped stream? What are we talking about here? I'm just trying to put myself in the other side's shoes to see where the Jones BBQ and foot massage folks are coming from, and it's hysterical. Yeah, okay. Raja, I think we'll get a slap on the wrist given everything. Yeah, sort of feels that way. It sort of feels like he's going to get battery. I feel like that's going to be the main charge. But there's just too much evidence. There's too much video evidence. You can't look past it. He is culpable. I get that they said give him his receipt. But they weren't saying specifically beat him up until someone pulls you off. Don't legitimately try to. Don't try to murder him. Khabib assaulted the Dylan Danis. He didn't batter me. Exactly. Hank, did you see how slanted Raja's forehead is? No way that has a prefrontal lobe. Good point. Since it's California less strict, I've heard differently. I heard from Scienci it's even more strict. So let's not make assumptions about California. Stu hitting the beer can isn't a good sign either. He apologized afterwards, and Raja shook his hand. They called it off. All tension was settled. He didn't have to do it at all. They already squashed the beef. It's completely on Raja. There's video footage of them compromising. What's wrong with Vinny? Is he joking? I hope so. Raja beats Aspinall gritty 28-29. That's reversed. Maybe that was intentional. Anyway, also, why would that be 3 rounds? Let's look at some more comments. Let's look what this fucking weeb Son Goku had to say. Raja did nothing wrong in my eyes. That promotion is at fault. From Son Goku. That's probably fucking Israel Adesanya defending him. There's a degenerate. Let's look at some other ones. Here's another one. Your son banged out a bully. I don't see anything wrong in that. People who just have no idea what's going on. or think it's a work, like another certain fat ass I'm going to talk about. It's going to maybe some probation, some counseling and stuff like that, given it's his first charge. Ugh. But that's the thing. It can't be probation out the gate because he's young. I know people who are, got arrested in their teens and had to spend like 10 years in prison. So there's no way probation is like the first charge for everybody. Marge was definitely eating crayons in special ed. I just think he's a narcissist who really only thinks about himself and is deeply insecure, and his father has made him just a shielded and afraid and paranoid individual. Stu said sorry because him and Raja were going to go at it in the ring. That was before they even agreed to it. The wrestlers were telling Raja to get involved. They weren't telling Stu. At least I don't think they hinted to Stu that he was going to be involved with Raja. I think they ended up shaking hands like before that. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I thought it was a work. You wouldn't be saying that if it was like you were wrestling him later. Nah, no way. Well, Goku, he was going to apologize regardless. He literally apologized to him right after he hit him with the can. Right after he hit him. Well, Goku was always retarded in the anime. Yeah, Son Goku, even worse. I think they should form a tag team. Can you imagine the pop from the crowd? I don't know if Stu wants to be near Raja with the 10-foot pole, and I honestly don't think Raja has enough respect for the business to do that. I think honestly Raja would probably try to kill somebody or accidentally kill somebody with the move because he's green as grass. Nobody wants him to be around. So a member of the crowd would probably fucking destroy him if they saw him again. We've seen this story too many times. Promotion telling their wrestlers not to talk to the police. Kind of tells me people want this thrown under the rug. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter how much they want it. The video evidence is clear as day. I honestly don't even know why the police would want to question or interview anybody. They have it all on video. It's all on video. And Raja even declared his intentions before he went into the ring. So it's open and shut. And if this thing gets thrown out, I have lost all fucking faith in society. All fucking faith. Clear as day, right in front of you. Hours of footage. Oh, just throw it away. Ridiculous. Look at Joey's tweets. He said wild stuff. I'll get into that, Big Boars. I have more. Faraz Zahabi said on his live stream, he can't go around hitting beer cans on people's heads. Great. It was a wrestling event. I've seen journalists get slapped across the face because they had the gall to say that wrestling was fake. This was nothing. It was literally nothing. But guys, you're not parents. What if your son nearly killed someone? This is totally normal. You just need to experience parenthood like me and Masa Page. Yeah, it's very normal for your son to get involved in attempted murder in the streets of Compton. Max 2-3 years jail, if even that. Well, I hope he gets the max because it's fucking disgusting, and he knew what he was doing. Willie Rampage said he put bail aside for Raja. Made me think he's done this kind of thing before. I don't think bail's going to save him. Bail's not going to save him for this serious a case. Raja said you can't play with him. Cracker had it coming. Yeah, of course. How could he be so stupid? How dare he apologize to me? If this was in WWE, TNA, or AEW, it would never happen. Yeah. Well, if it was the Attitude Era in the 90s, if it was the Attitude Era in the 90s, it might have actually happened. Guys, I'm being fully serious with you. No one goes backstage hitting beer cans on people's heads. So is that even a major offense at all? It had nothing in it. He apologized afterwards. They shook hands. Do you watch anime? Sometimes. I like Monster. I like Steins Gate. Been watching Full Metal Alchemist, but I don't know. If someone's got an anime profile picture and they're tweeting that shit, they're a little fucking child. He apologized 2 or 3 times. Exactly, Andrew. Facts. Vinny, why'd the fat guy mess with the savage like Raja? Because he was going to their backstage area without their blessing and was filming. Hank slowly starting to realize how corrupt the California police still is. They were corrupt, they'd fucking give him 30 years. Hank calmed down. Raja apologized while wailing on Stu. They're cool, bro. Yeah. Hey, don't play with me, Hank. Don't play with me. They can't F with me. Imagine they do community service for him. I know. That'd be embarrassing. I was watching Rampage stream, and the guy looks depressed yesterday. He's been going out to bars since the incident. Drinking his scope is a coping mechanism, in my opinion. Yeah, I think because he knows what's going to happen to Raja. I think he knows what's going to happen to his son. This is not going to go away quietly. They have video footage. There's no way he's getting out of some suit or legal charge. No way. Boris Raja came backstage to a wrestling event. Cameras as a pro fighter's son. He was supposed to make hype happen on kick streams. It was his job. That's why he was there backstage. Yeah, and there have been other streamers who have showed up backstage, and the wrestler has, played kayfabe and had some shenanigans with them, and he's played along because he's not a fucking idiot, lobotomized motherfucker. Rampage is stuck in that kick contract, and he's forcing himself to stream to get money for his kids' legal fees. Wow. That's fantastic. Maybe he's a fucking broke bum. Picking up the trash under the bridge with a certain someone from Compton. I get that, Vinny, but a random bystander, though. Let's say Stu hit you with the beer can and you were a random person, not a wrestler. What would you do? Yeah, you'd get angry, and then like a regular human being, you'd accept an apology from the wrestler. As a partially black man, I can see where Raj is coming from. As a partially white man, I'm going to lock my car windows. Wow, I see. Yeah, I don't see where Raj is coming from at all. Literally shook his hand. He's a fucking snake. He's a snake. You shake someone's hand and then you do that, you're a snake. You have no intelligence, no self-awareness, no nothing. You have no intelligence. Apparently, Aiden Ross still wants Raja to fight on his amateur MMA card he's doing. Yeah, because Aiden Ross has zero morals, and he backed the campaign of a pedophile dictator. Boris, it's a Rampage's son. And also Guru should fucking shut him out for even considering that, if he actually has any principles. Boris, it's Rampage's son. The wrestlers knew it was Rampage's son. Stu was trying to help his career, selling a fight with Rampage's son. It's a moneymaker. Exactly. The promoter knew Raja was coming and let him in. Yep. It was Raja who acted unprofessionally. Yeah, I'm anti-Raja. He was supposed to make a hype event with Stu, but his 85 IQ let him down. Literally, if he'd have just slammed him, even if he went unconscious, he'd get away with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to wrestling. I tried to hit him with a spine buster or a slam, and he went unconscious. I'm sorry. He'd get away with it. Raja knows nothing about pro wrestling. He even said he doesn't know what a work is. Yeah, and yet he went along when he didn't ask questions. He didn't ask what a receipt is. He didn't ask how things should be done. He wanted to do it. He wanted to beat him to a pulp. He was just looking for an excuse. If he didn't care and he was actually wanted to know, he would have asked. Instead, he just used it for his own selfish reasons, malicious reasons. If the beer can didn't hurt, he was trying to make money with me, I'd be fine. Yeah, exactly. I shook his hand. He's a nice guy. Yeah. He's a nice guy, buddy. That was the mistake of bringing an MMA fighter with no knowledge about pro wrestling. Yeah, but most of them aren't Raja Jackson. Do you think the guy with the cowboy hat is a snake in the video, the wrestler? Yes, he absolutely is. He's one of the biggest reasons why this happened as well. And so I'd sue the fucking shit out of him. Trying to get revenge on Stu over nothing. Have an MMA fighter beat him up. Evil. What type of can was it exactly? It was aluminum. It was beer. It was nothing. Didn't even look like it cut him. So it's literally nothing. Anyway, I have talked about this part long enough. Let's get into another one. Okay. Let's talk about Rampage's victim complex after that legal statement and how he's trying to cope with everything. Starting to blame others for his own son's actions. Making it a race thing. Literally making it a race thing. Wait for the page. All right, here we go. God damn it, Twitter. Fucking Elon, dude. All right. He should have never been back with the wrestlers. He should have been in the crowd and stayed there. Yeah. Instead, an idiot friend of his told him to go backstage. What's a receipt? A potato? What's the opposite of a work? A shoot. It's called a shoot. A shoot, some even call, a shoot that has bits of fiction in it a work shoot. It's very convoluted. But a receipt is basically her hitting someone for real with something. But I really don't think they meant receipt like bash his brains in until he's unconscious. I thought work was a job. Nope, a work is it's a performance. Are potatoes real punches? Because that's a hilarious name for a punch, especially if you have fat hands. Yeah, potato in them. Yeah, I've heard that one. Aluminum. As Westerners pronounce it wrong as hell. Aluminium. Eum. I thought it was aluminum. Hank, you're not getting invited to the Jackson podcast now. I wouldn't want to be on there. I fucking hate Bear. If Stu didn't mess around, nothing would have happened. Yeah, but Raja still chose to beat him within an inch of his life. That's on him. I don't care what motivation. And again, Stu apologized and tried to neutralize the situation, and Raja did it anyway. So all culpability's on him. Wonder how Bear from Jackson will react to this. I bet he's going to be a hypocrite. Just be like, it was wrong of the wrestlers to do this, okay? The wrestlers told him to do it. He's had no autonomy or anything. He doesn't know how wrestling works. He just tried to kill him, and that's okay because they told him to. He'd say something because he's friends with Rampage. He'd sell out too. And the closest one I can see to Bear in the situation is Chael Sonnen and his comments on this. We're going to get into that. See Stu shoot. Raja, yeah. See Stu shoot. Yeah, Raja. Aluminium. There's an A-I-L-U. Yeah. Wait. It's not aluminum. I don't see that anywhere. Is Bear the evolved form of Rigo? No, he's just a snake. He's just a pretender. Anyway, Rampage says, "Say what you want about me. Twist my words all you want. Hopefully, none of your kids f up bad enough to have people judge your parenting." No, see, I'm not at fault. It's just the kid. He's just a psycho. I had nothing to do with it. When all is said and done, when justice takes place, and my son is found innocent. No matter what, despite hours of video footage, no matter what happens, I'll still be a parent that loves all his kids, yeah, except the Japanese ones. You just show up in their lives when they're public on live stream, when they're doing public content. That's when you'll be there for them. When the camera's in front of you. I'm allowed to complain about the racism. The racism! Calling him an animal because he beat a guy within an inch of his life and had no thought or self-awareness or control over his emotions or actions at all. Yeah, he's just a rational individual. Two human beings were involved in this incident. Yeah, Psycho Stu was just as bad when he, pretended to do an angle with a guy with a camera in front of him backstage. But hey, it's the internet. Be yourself. Yeah, he caused horrible brain damage with that cam. I speak for everyone. When I say free Raja, he didn't mean it. Look at these suck-ups, dude. Just not an original thought in their heads. No critical thinking. Here's another one. It's the white people that have families like this that resort to racism online and can't do anything else. Maybe bark for some dog food. It's ludicrous stuff. It's just pretending like this guy isn't a monster for what he did. Rampage still doing live streams after all this. Yeah, maybe he is trying to pay for those legal fees. Calling him a dumb animal is racist. Dog whistle. Come on, Hank. If John Jones did what he did and he was white, if Jeffrey Dahmer did what he did, I'd be fine with calling white serial killers dumb animals, because the rational part of their human brains is gone, and now they're just a predator animal. Jeff Dahmer was an animal. Ted Bundy was an animal. Animals. They're white. Calling someone an animal isn't that listen, you guys are coming up with it. All right, you guys are making the connection when someone says dumb animal. The rational way of saying it is that you've lost your humanity. You're not acting human, you're acting inhuman. That's what he did. He tried to murder him. Became a fucking killer. Nothing human about it. It's inhumanity being shown on display. So that's why he's being called that. It's not because he's black. Fucking idiot. Shampage. Say dumb animal like the guy from Home Alone. Keep the change, you dumb animal. I'm going to give you until the count of 10, Raja. To give your ugly, yellow, stinking keister off my property before I spray you like Swiss cheese. 1, 2, 10. Here's the book, you filthy animal. Hank, I spoke to Idaho about you on Discord. He actually does kind of miss you. I sent him the song Teardrops by Womack and Womack and said you two should use it for intro to a reunion stream. We could definitely do some streams together still, and maybe do some collaborations, but I've moved past it, man. I'm doing my own thing. I feel way more free right now. So if he wants to, he's got my DM. He can message me whenever he wants. He can call me whenever he wants. So if he does miss me, he'll reach out. And he did for MMA Nerd, and that was cool. But yeah. Anyway, let's see some more delusional comments here. Oh, I hate this one. I hate this one so much. Here it is. I'm with you and Raja. I saw the clip of the fat fuck taking a beer can to Raja's head. Raja just handled business. Yeah. Handling business is... You know what handling business is? Handling business is shaking the guy's hand and letting bygones be bygones. Instead, he handled business and then completely reneged on that agreement and then acted like a fucking monster and tried to murder him. Murdering someone is not handling business unless you're a member of the mafia, you inbred dumb fucker. Christ's sake. Handling business. Man, if I have a tough time at the DMV or someone says something mean to me online, I'll handle business and just assassinate them. That sounds good. That'll be good for everybody. Don't do reunion with Idaho. I like your stream solo, Hank. Thank you, Kobe. But yeah, absolutely ridiculous stuff from Rampage. Now accusing whoever said that what Raja did was psychotic and is an inhuman act. Is therefore a racist. He was going to keep beating him until he killed him. Sometimes, guys, and I've heard this from others, and it's true, sometimes one punch is all it takes to kill someone. He tried 30 times. That's attempted murder. Plain and simple. No rationality, no impulse control. You were going to beat him until he was literally a bloodstain on the map. It's attempted murder. The intent to not stop, it's, yeah. Ay. Christ. Hank, you're being too much of a cracker. Try being a bit less civilized for apes' sake. Yeah, get into the mind of these apes. Let me tell you. He put the lime in the coconut and drink them both up. He put the lime in the coconut. Doctor, is there something I can take? I said, doctor, to remove this flipper ache. Yeah. What's the term? Reject civilization, return to monkey. I see. Hey Hank, No Chill misses you and sung "Baby Come Back." You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Yeah, I'll definitely come back now. He sang his heart to me. He cares. He did say anything. How far are you from Disneyland? Hundreds of miles. Anyway, let's get to the last part about Rampage Jackson here. MMA Guru fired back at UFC veteran Rampage Jackson after the recent controversy. Rampage accused MMA Guru of racism for his comments on Raja Jackson. I call an attempted murderer a dumb animal. Rampage calls me racist for it. It's 2025. Yes, it's 2025. Focus on the attempted murder of a son that you got, you failure of a dad, and not what names I call him. It literally is just name calling. It's nothing compared to attempted murder, and everyone else has made the connection that animal equals black. So if anything, again, and I'll get to Mark Henry too. I'll get to Mark Henry. It's on you guys to make that sort of connection and try to racialize this. It's insane. He's literally a psychotic attempted murderer. Oh, and therefore he's bad because he called him an animal. Your own victim mindset is probably what made your son bullyable by teenagers. And now he's completely exploded on him. He's lashed out for nothing. He shook his hand. He's malicious. Your own son is going through a situation where he might get jailed for decades, and you're bullying with horrors, talking about on stream failure of a father. I don't think he's lying. He said he'd have bail money for his other sons before this even happened, and didn't really give his son all that much praise. Made him insecure. Now that I put it all together, no. Give me the chance to make you see, no. That you found out all the love in your heart. Enough for me. Baby, come back. Can you do a Kermit the Frog impression? Oh, well, I can try, Vinny. I don't know if I'll be all that good at it, but why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Some people said it and choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Do-dee-da-dee-na-na-do, da-do-na-da-dee-dee-da-do. Uh-oh, looks like Miss Piggy's mad again. Oh, why don't you go over to the farm with all the slop, with the mud, and all the pigs? And that's as good as you're going to get. Person Blue speaking microphone. Boo-hoo, Guru the Crybaby. He needs to say how he really feels and quit using dog whistles. Guru said it over and over again because he just tweeted it based on his own emotional reaction. He committed an inhuman act, so he called him an animal. It's got nothing to do with race. It's just it's the animal brain behind the fucking human, which is in all of us. I want to see Guru versus Raja in a chess match for Raja's freedom. Yeah, dude, Guru fucking if Raja doesn't know how wrestling works, no fucking chance he's even played a game of chess. No way. I knew you'd randomly kill that one. Thank you. But yeah, so that's the situation. Let me see if there are any Copers and Glazers in the replies. Oh yeah, dude hates all the Russians. Constantly makes Muslim jokes, black jokes, Asian jokes. Calls out all the Dagestan fighters inbred. This isn't new. Oh, so therefore it's just all races. He just can't make jokes about people that aren't his pigment. I see. Uh. To antagonize Raja. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're bringing up his past to show that what he's saying is therefore racist. Can't disagree with this take from MMA Guru. What I would pay for this guy to get socked by Rampage. What I would pay for this guy to get socked by Rampage. Oh yeah, poor Rampage, dude. Just raised a kid who attempted murder. He's a blameless victim here. His son is a grown man. The fuck did he expect him to do? Yeah. That's how low IQ people do. They blame racism for them being scum. I think I'll end on that one in terms of the Rampage situation. By the way, chat, Hank showed me and Smelly his pics of him with every bad bitch in his school, holding on to them like he was the man. Multiple pics. No comment, but yeah. It's a real thing, Ariel. It's a real thing. Joey and Chael, same takes. Yeah. For different reasons, though, Anakin. For different reasons, and I'll get into that as well. Let me 108.41. Is there anything else I can say about this? Let me look for it. I gotta sort of start speed running this thing. Can't let it get too late. 108. Boop, boop. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Oh, this is here's Kenny Okoye. I want to mention his tweet. When was the last time you had a crash out? God damn, it's been a while. Now that I'm removed from Benoit Saint Denis, the potato farmer, I've actually had a pretty level head. Now that No Chill's out of my life too, he deleted his crap. I'm pretty relaxed, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I have mini crash outs every 5 seconds. Let's be real, but I haven't fully crashed out in a. I did crash out on musical and JVD, but they absolutely deserved it. So, whatever happened to Tom? He's still hanging around in Giuliano's chat, so he's still around. I actually have to use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ugh. All right, I'm back. Did you know Chael is short for Michael and Raja is short on brain cells? Well, I knew the latter. I didn't know the former. W. Hank crashing out on JVD. Nah, he deserved it. Bathroom break. Yep. We're back. We are so back. What did JVD do? Haven't seen him in a while. Basically, I was just trying to mend fences with Musical, and he crashed out on me. So I responded back and mentioned how Musical's a snake. And then JVD felt he had to defend 40-year-old Musical and go up to bat for him and say, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that on my stream." And I was just like, "Yeah, you're No Chill's butt buddy. Who are you to talk? You're the worst of us." So yeah, I told him what for. Hank's streaming in 2 different ways right now. JVD is a parasite who sucks melanin from his back. Black host Krusty the Brown. Wow. That's quite the accusation. Common Hank W. Thank you, Vinny. Weren't JVD and Musical beefing back in the day? Yeah, but now they're thick as thieves, which is honestly a bad thing for all of us. It's a net negative. Anyway, I gotta get going through this. Kenny Okoye. People finding out for the first time Guru and 95% of his watchers are racist. Now, you could say this like, oh, just attending their live chats out of the blue. But validating Rampage's claim that Guru's racist for calling his son a name because of what he did, because he acted with no conscience or self-awareness or maturity at all. Literally nothing behind the eyes, brain dead. It's clear as day. And now it's just like, oh, it's Guru's racist. Guru's racist, guys. Don't focus on that. Focus on that. Don't focus on the fact that Rampage's son tried to kill someone. It's fine. Just had to mention that. Fuck Kenny Okoye. Yeah, guy's a hack. And speaking of hacks in the MMA community, I'm going to talk about what I think everybody's been waiting for here. What am I trying to say here? What is it? It's not synonymous. It's the eponymous. What is it? I forget. Brain is shutting down. The infamous MMA Joey. I want to mention some clips of MMA Joey. Shout out to I think his name's Hamzat. His name's literally just Hamzat Chimaev, right? MMA or something like that. He showed some clips of MMA Joey. Shout out to Big Boar's MMA also for highlighting this video on his post, or else I never would have known about it. Here are some of the things that MMA Joey said about the situation. It was all a work because no one's been arrested. Because the wrestling promotion has refused to talk to police. Literally, probably by the time he was saying it, the LAPD started their investigation. So he's already calling an early shot, pretending, it's open and shut. They just left it alone as the police are investigating. It is ridiculous that Raja wasn't arrested right away with what was on camera. I will say that. But they're looking into it and they're ready to charge him. Again, like they probably couldn't even arrest him for a specific charge because we didn't know if Psycho Stu was alive or dead. If he was, if he died, no, he's going to prison for 10 years. He's lucky that Psycho Stu woke up. He's already saying it's all work. When you see the bloodied face of Psycho Stu in the ring, literally unconscious, and there's footage, there's video of them trying to wake him up. Where'd that blood come from? Was that a work? Was that a blood packet? Was that a work too? Fat fucking butterball. Another thing Joey said was, it's the best decision that Raja ever made was to try to kill someone. That's so good for him because he'll make so much money from this tenfold what he has to pay from the wrestling fans being idiots. Oh yeah, he'll make that $100,000, maybe $500,000. Oh, from the wrestling business. Yeah, Sure. From MMA. Oh, yeah. From Aiden Ross. Yeah, he'll make all that money back. Sure. As soon as pigs fly. Oy, oy, oy. Ginger Alliance. No. Get off my telly. No, you. Yeah, not good. Gingers don't have souls, man. Joey just tries to engagement farm with rage bait. Bingo, pina colada soba drink. And that actually leads me right to some of the things I want, some of the tweets I want to share from this fat ass. Let's take a look. How about it? Actually, I gotta stop sharing this. All right. I might honestly make this a two-parter, guys, if this goes too long. But gotta say, I agree. Says, shut it down. Oh God. What? There's a song from protesters. What do we want? Oh yeah. What do we want? Increase minimum wage. When do we want it? Now. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. Why no more no chill? Because the guys betrayed me more times than fucking more times than Trump has betrayed his own cabinet members. Yeah. Betrayed me more times than Loki did Thor. So yeah, fuck that snake. He's also wallowing in his own depression. Increasing minimum wage raises inflation, though. I mean, not as much as global markets and trade relations do. You could lower prices while increasing the minimum wage. I mean, you can regulate grocery stores in these industries. You can literally regulate how much tax money they give to the federal government, like, and literally send your departments in to regulate the industries. So it involve, tied to minimum wage increases, you can decrease prices. Federal minimum wage needs to be raised. I agree with that. $7.25 is insane. I know. California, it's $15, and even that's not enough. It needs to be at like 20 something dollars in order for people to even afford anything that previous generations could. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Here is the first tweet of MMA Joey I want to talk about. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Truly baffles me how low IQ the MMA community is. The Rafa, okay, first of all, he misspells it. The Rafa Jackson situation can be a work and also have called real damage that he should be held. Does Joey know how to spell, guys? Did this guy have an elementary school education? Did he make it to high school? Is my question. People can also use the situation to blow a racist dog whistle. None of these things are mutually exclusive. It's not a work if he caused real damage, you fucking idiot. It's literally called a shoot. It can be an accidental shoot. If you hurt somebody for real while you're wrestling them, that's a shoot because he actually got hurt. It's not a work, you fucking buffoons. If it was accidental, did it look accidental, guys? Did the slam right on his head look accidental? Did the punches after he knew it was out look accidental or like a work? Shut the fuck up. Guru blew racist dog whistle by doing an emotional tweet in the heat of the moment. Yeah, he's trying to get sympathy while he's all caps using exclamation marks. It's totally manipulation, guys. That's you, Joey. That's you. No, and the person you're manipulating the most is yourself. Shut it down means the Jews. Like, shut the Jews down. It's J-Pill to me. Shut it down. My name is M.A. Oh, boy. Give me a sub. I'm Jewish, so I wouldn't think so. Yeah. You gotta, assuming makes an ass out of you and me, Vinny. I'm Jewish too, by the way. Ethnic, don't practice. Minimum wage is $20 in Denver, as it should be. As someone who is a pro wrestler, whoa! As someone who is a pro wrestler, there is some seriously messed up stuff I noticed about the boys running that org. Yeah, I mean, they're just idiots. The whole thing's completely disorganized. They didn't explain to Raja what a receipt was. Nobody knew who Raja Jackson was or what he was doing. So it's not to make a profit. It's just to do some dumb fucking mark shit. And even allowing a camera to go backstage in the first place is completely unprofessional. So they have no idea what they're doing. They're just trying to get any sort of, publicity. And they got it, but now they're going to get shut down. Also, every single one of the people who said yes, sir, to that message saying, shut up, keep your lips sealed, immoral human beings. W racist dog whistling. Who cares if it was dog whistling or not? He said what he did about someone who acted like a monster. It was a work and Stu and Raja did good acting. I know. Yeah. Shalom, brother. Nice to see you shut it down. I'm not going to ask too much about like what promotion you work for or anything, because it's the last thing that these wrestlers, the last thing that needs to happen right now is more wrestlers getting in drama and trouble. We need to tighten down as a fucking wrestling community and get our shit together so that stuff like this never happens again. Although I'm probably asking too much. All right, here let's add another one. Here's another bar of gold from MMA Joey. Another nugget. Good thing Undertaker wasn't black. Otherwise, all the wrestling marks would be screaming, attempted murder, attempted murder. Yeah, they planned this from the jump, and for Undertaker to throw him through a table in that exact spot. Oh, but it's attempted murder. Yeah, it was, dude, it totally went perfectly when Raja Jackson slammed Stu right on his head and knocked him out cold and beat him almost to death while he was unconscious. Yeah, that was all booked in advance. Fucking idiot. Circa Spider-Man. Shalom. I mean, yeah, it's probably it was probably before that. Wow, that dude is stupid. Yeah, I know. It was literally multiple accounts that was a work. And even if he showed a picture of Mankind going like through the cage, that shit was accidental and both guys wanted to do it. Joey's just, he has no idea what wrestling is if he thinks this is the equivalent. Literally doesn't know. He probably got worked so bad by this, he thinks that it was legitimately attempted, trying to hurt Foley. This guy has no wrestling experience. How the fuck can he compare Kane and Undertaker to some scrub? Hey, but it continues, guys. It continues. I'm going to keep going. God damn. Mana. Islamophobes will look you dead in the eyes and say Hamzat Chimaev is boring. Meanwhile, their favorite fighter is Sean Strickland. This doesn't have to do with the situation, but oh yeah, Hamzat Chimaev was so entertaining and so like explosive and crazy in that fight, and Sean Strickland's boring because he was on the feet and he was pressuring forward and hitting jabs, but. Look at what he does. He's calling people Islamophobes because they think that Hamzat's performance against DDP was boring because he was on top and just did a crucifix and then took the back. And objectively, that's not the most exhilarating thing to watch in the world. Again, he's fully fine with racist dog whistling while calling people Islamophobes for MMA fights, making things a racialized thing. It's a racialized thing. Like, this is what he does. This guy does something called race baiting. Yeah, exactly. He's done it twice. That's why he's fine with Rampage doing it. And all these other fucking degenerates on Twitter. Hamzat is more entertaining than Sean for sure. Most of the time, I would agree with you, Big Boars, most of the time. But making it about Islamophobia is just so ridiculous, man. Some people just don't like wrestling. That doesn't mean they're Islamophobic. It's just more ludicrousness. There's more. I have more and more and more and more, guys. So it is not over. I'm not letting Joey off the hook for 1 second. And I don't exactly have the screenshot, but I want to show something too that is a shout out to Hamzat. Actually, I should just sort of get it out of the way. Hamzat Boris Shemaev. All right. Get some more from the fat ass. Taporia beating Oliveira for the lightweight title was a disaster for the division. He never fights. Strip him immediately. Are you guys seeing this? He literally just became champion a few months ago. And he's saying strip him immediately. He just wants headlines. He just wants your attention. He wants to rage bait. And it was a disaster. It was like 5 years ago. This was literally a couple months ago. Oh, strip him immediately. He never fights after 3 months. He never fights. Yeah, he says he doesn't fight, and then he fights. And Joey said, and another thing. Check this out. MMA Joey spotted yelling at local drive-thru with his little stupid phone in hand, cargo shorts, fat ass. Literally has to get out of his door and yell at an intercom. I'm happy to share some insights on the business, but probably not about my personal workplace. Yeah, that's what I figured. As often, wrestling locker rooms, even now, 1 out of 2, can be some of the most toxic, divisive work environments. Yeah, and you don't want that much spilling out. Like, you're not working for WWE. You're not going to get paid to do an interview on that. Yeah, don't get people in trouble. Even now, Jesus, especially indie ones. This guy would let a Saudi prince poop on his chest. Ouch. I could describe that of a lot of individuals who would take a bullet for some of these inbreds, but yeah, you got a good point. I mean, I think there are ones who are worse, honestly. I don't know if Saudi princes would, but yeah, it's glazing to an absurd degree. And I got two more guys. I hope you guys saw that picture of him in a drive-thru crying and yelling screaming at the intercom. I want to type more, but I'm driving, brother. Oh, no problem. Shut it down. You've participated quite a bit already, and I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely consider hitting the like button on the stream and subscribing, man. I'd love to get some more insights from you on the wrestling business on future streams, because I'm definitely going to keep covering WWE and other companies. Like, I'm primarily an MMA channel now, but I'm going to be doing a lot of wrestling content of the regionals from way back in the 80s, and movies and music and all sorts of other stuff. So if you like that, definitely subscribe and tune in for more. I'd love to get some more insights from you. Subscribers, subscribe. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving us some good insight. Anyway, Mike McGrew, Raja should go to prison. I think he should too. I think he was going to. I think he was going to kill him if nobody stopped him. So it's attempted murder. It's no impulse control. It's even if it was accident. No way is that accidental. That you punch a guy 4 times and then you keep going after that. It's intent to kill. Is there a call-in number? I have a link I have a link to hop into the StreamYard. If you're interested in that, I could definitely provide it, but maybe not right now. But if you're interested, all those involved are guilty. That's true, and that's why I think there should be 2 suits against both Raja and the promotion. Legit, all MMA media sucks, but the MMA incels hate on Nina extra because she reminds them that they get no puss. Oh, that's the reason. Yeah. She doesn't pretend to be some independent journalist when in reality she works for the UFC like all the other media. They hate on Nina because she shows images of her breasts and her butt on live TV to her child audience. Preteens are the majority of her fan base, and she's sexualizing herself and objectifying herself in front of them, scantily clad, no clothes on. She shows herself, half naked to children. This is what she does. That's why they hate on Nina. She sexualizes everything, and she has a child audience. That's the reason. Send the link, but I'm a little older, so I'll take a minute. Oh, okay. When he gets his pro fighters card through the state, he signs a paper saying he can't fight regular people or there will be serious problems. He can't fight regular. Ooh, not good. Not good for Raja. I'm glad he got kicked from Kick, and he's dealing with that, dude. He needs to suffer consequences for this, straight up. He needs to just not have any path after this. I'm sorry. Unless he's in jail and he's served his time. I bet Nina would think that a baby Luther Vandross is too hot to imagine. That's a Vinny dig right there. I know that. It's the law. Yeah, it's the law. Yes, sir. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. All right. There's the link I provided in the chat. So if you want to, you can click on that and join. It's the title of this stream: a racist dog whistle, blacklisting. Oh yeah, because it has black in it, and therefore it's totally associated. It was subconscious for me to mention black because Raja's black, and therefore I'm racializing the situation. I provide the links. Anybody who wants to can show up. Vinny going on panel? I can come in, bro. Yeah, but we're also gonna have a wrestler in here, though, Vinny. I don't. Gotta be honest. I don't want you to scare him off. I want you to call a wrestler a dullard. I do want to sort of give him his space to analyze this thing from the perspective of an amateur wrestler. But I mean, as long as you're being civil with them, I would let you in. Sniff go on panel. Yo, Hank, if we ever hang out and go pussy hunting, we will blast 3-6 Mafia out the speakers, and you will lip sync DJ Paul's verse. Yeah, probably. Sniff go on panel. Walking outside, I gotta take a dab. Part where he says purple. That's probably purple pussies, right, or something. Get Sniff on panel if he wants to. No, I'm on a break from doing push-ups. Okay. Whoever wants to hop in can join. I would prefer it if Shut It Down was here to talk about this, though. Anyway, fuck Nina Drama. She sexualizes herself for literal children. Just being real, guys. Purple pussy eaters. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the purple people eaters, right? No. Good. Shut up. Shut down. All right. Next, 129 to 41. Boom. At some point, I might also abruptly shut this stream down, so just be prepared for that, guys. It's insane how dumb the terminally online fans are. MMA fans pointing out indisputable facts is somehow being contrarian. That it's a work is 100% a fact. When he was literally bleeding on the canvas. I'm right 99% of the time. I'm right 99% of the time. Do you know how insanely huge an ego you have to say that you were right 99% of the time? Unpopular opinions only hurt the channel. Oh, and he's also admitting that he sells out and gives popular opinions too to keep it going. Oh, I think I know who this is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hebrew Hammer.
Hello? Hello?
What you gonna do when the Hebrew runs wild on you?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hold on one second.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hello?
I can hear you. Boom, 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 and off he goes. See ya. Yeah, I know who that was. Oh, that was a great work. It was a fantastic work. Yeah, it was no chill, everybody. Couch Warrior. I'm sorry. Can't let him in. He's cooked. He's done. Yeah, I'm not engaging with him. Hold on. I'm gonna yeah, it's no chill forever. You're out of here too. See ya. Great. All right. Next one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Joey sucks, and no chill sucks too. And he's a snake. And don't try your best not to interact with him at all, because he will chew you up and spit you out. Did you see the Hamzat Bohr's new video, the Lucas and Joey debate? I quoted excerpts from it, Big Boars. I referenced it. So yes, I did watch it. Thank you for posting that. Anyway, yeah. Let's get to the next target of my ridicule. This is someone very unexpected who did this. He is, let's see. He's the UFC roster tracker, if I'm not mistaken. And he said this. Let's take a look. I can't keep up with the overwhelming amount of messages of support. So wait a minute. What did he say? I gotta stay fly. I want to see Raja 1v1 versus a Mossberg 500 to his chest on Phone M. Understandable. Gotta stay fly like an eagle into the future. Yeah, it's UFC roster watch. That's what it is. Good to see you, Joe Hogan. Joe Hogan, what do you think of this? I mean, well, you obviously just said what you feel about the situation, but are you invested enough to I mean, it's just the thing. Like, there are MMA fans and wrestling fans, but it seems like everybody's interested in this in some way or another. Raja versus a Mossberg to the chest. Yeah, the dude's a monster. Put the fries in the bag. All right. Put the money in the bag. Put it in! Sir, the counter's over here. All right. Give me the money. Will that be cash or credit? Credit, please. Okay. This is not it. Here. Look at this dumb motherfucker. Time will vindicate me when you all realize the Raja clip was nothing more than a viral clip because he's a streamer. can all come back and apologize. Great marketing for Kick. Great marketing for Raja. My favorite part was watching the wrestling dude's head bobbing to the side when he got punched in the beard. Watch it back. Oscar-worthy performance. Raja Jackson punches a man repeatedly to the face, and he is walking the streets and left the event. No arrest. Conor McGregor throws a trolley at a bus, and he's in court the following day. Wake up, folks. It was a stunt performed by incredible actors in the ring, and the result executed to perfection. Raja Jackson, now famous. Congrats and welcome to the clown show. He thinks it's a work. There was literally blood coming off of his face, and it took them minutes to revive him. Oh, it's a work. They just pretended that footage didn't exist, you know? Orange Cat, when you going live next? That's a good question. Good to see you, Orange Cat, by the way. Good to see you. Joe Hogan. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Oh, I'm going to get to him. I will get to him. Rob Van Dam. Yes, him too. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you. I need it from my ancestors. Is this actually Vinny the Guinea? It is. Thank God. It's not that fucking Adderall riddled brat. How's it going, Vinny?
What's up, dude?
I'm just trying to expose all these idiots who are pretending like this was a work. Like UFC roster watch need to just shut his trap and stick to showing changes in the UFC roster. What the fuck was he thinking? Yo, Couch, I'll be live tomorrow to watch Tony Ferguson get brutally KO'd by Salt. Oh, man, it's going to happen, isn't it? I know deep down inside, man. It's going to be rough. It's Thursday, by the way, Orange Cat. It's not Friday. I think it's happening on this event's going to happen on Saturday, so it's a couple days away. I saw in California that it's not up to the victim to press charges, but the DA or some shit. Never heard of that before. I mean, they have all the evidence they could ask for. So, I mean, honestly, what I was scared of was that Stu wasn't going to sue Raja. That he'd just be like, "Oh yeah, shit happens. I shouldn't have hit him with that can." Like, I'm scared that he was going to like not play the victim and like blame himself for it. So honestly, I'm glad the DA has the initiative. But the question is, are they going to see this obvious footage of him trying to cave a dude's skull in and just be like, "Oh, it's all the wrestler's fault"? Of course.
You know, it doesn't really matter because the promoter told Raja you can go fuck him up in the cage. He verbatim said that. Fuck him up means exactly what he did.
But do you think fuck him up is beating a dude and if no one stops you, killing him? Kinda.
I mean, he fucked him up. He did.
He fucked him up when he slammed him, and then afterwards he went more and more and tried to he literally hospitalized him. That's I'd say that's worse than fucking him up.
Listen, my client was named Raja because he's a rager. All right, it's in his name, and he's innocent.
Yeah, exactly. It's his father gave him his Pride FC brain. Pride never died. He did some soccer kicks. He did some grounded opponent strikes. It's all good.
Yeah, did you hear Rampage did the exact same thing Raja did? The exact same thing to somebody?
Yeah, and just like father, like son, dude.
I know, no wonder he's trying to stick up for him. And I heard Chael's done the same shit before.
Yeah, exactly. They've all assaulted people within an inch of their life. All of them. They've been charged. So
that's what this little clique is. It's the fucking unhinged lunatic clique.
I know. Oh shit, I keep mixing up the days. Thanks for letting me know. No problem, man. Guy with two names. Well, I've been to the desert with a guy with two names. It felt good to be out of the ring. The algorithm recommended me here, so I'll give you a chance. Thank you, guy with two names. Dude, I'm telling you, Vinny, you just have to make a nice thumbnail and a title, and all these random people will just show up. It's nice.
And you also have to be Jewish. That is the other thing. Hey.
True. And I control the media and let it bend to my will. I'm just pretending like I can't get 1 million subscribers if I wanted to.
Yeah, Hank is an undercover Jew.
Yes, exactly. I'm making it better from the inside out and converting it to Islam slowly but surely. Days have flown past and nothing has happened. Well, the authorities have launched an investigation into it, but honestly, like, guys, there isn't much to investigate.
It's kind of open and close.
Something tells me this Manel Cap fella is no chill, but I'll have him on and wait for 10 seconds. Then if it's him,
The tank is a fucking faggot.
There he is.
But no,
All right.
assalamu alaikum.
It's no chill. What do you have to say to him? Yeah,
Nepo chill.
yeah, exactly.
Tell him that you're no chill. You're gay for banning me from your channel, dude. That was a fucking terrible move. I hope it wasn't you that hid me from your channel.
What else?
And your face looks bloated. I don't know why you keep eating honey out of fucking active beehives, but you need to quit.
Nice. The wrestlers told Raja to do her seat, so it's their fault too. Yeah, that's why I say, like, have suits against both Raja and the promotion. Get them both fucked. Why not? Two smelly fingers, dope. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No hard feelings, man. You know, theological discussions happen. The ref, AJ Mena Samoga. I hate the ref. He needs to be sued. The whole promotion needs to be sued, and certain individuals need to be the ones paying it. All fault at hand. Yeah, but we're pretending like you know, talking to somebody about it in receipts in wrestling terminology is the same thing as being a dude within an inch of their life and telling your chat you were going to do it. A receipt doesn't mean attempt to. Exactly.
But he told everybody not to play with him, though.
Yeah, he told them not to play, and they played with him on the playground. They played.
They disrespected the man, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Hank, you know what this is?
Hey, Dad.